Welcome to Meowville, a happy little town led by a very well-meaning leader, Mayor Whiskers. He wants life to be absolutely perfect for his citizens. Standing before a cheering crowd, the mayor makes a massive promise. He's going to fix everything about the economy, all at the exact same time. He guarantees everyone a high-paying job. He promises the cost of food and toys will never go up. He swears the town's businesses will grow without limit, and that they'll never owe a single penny to neighboring towns. It sounds wonderful, but there's a mathematical reality waiting for Mayor Whiskers. Getting all of those things to happen at once simply isn't possible. Managing a town's economy is like keeping a dozen plates spinning on tall poles. You can't give your attention to every single plate at once. It isn't about achieving perfection. It's about choosing which goals are most important and accepting the trade-offs that come with them. Let's see what happens when the mayor tries to keep that first promise. To make sure every single cat has a job, he opens a massive citywide yarn factory. At first, it's a huge success. Everyone is working, and suddenly every citizen has pockets full of extra cash to spend. But look at the economy like a scale. With all their new wealth, the citizens rush out to buy treats and toys. The desire for goods, the demand side of our scale, gets very heavy very quickly. But the factory can only make so much yarn at once. When people want to buy things faster than the town can make them, the price gauge spikes up. This is what's known as demand-pull inflation. Shopkeepers notice their shelves emptying out instantly. To slow down the frenzy and pay for their own rising costs, they have to raise prices on everything in the store. By succeeding at getting everyone a job, the mayor accidentally made life more expensive for everyone. He traded away stable prices for full employment. The side effects continue. The citizens are fully employed, but they quickly realize the local factory doesn't make the fancy metal toys they've seen in catalogs. To satisfy their new wealth, they start looking outside Meowville, ordering luxury products from their neighbors in Dogtown. Watch the borders to see the result. Foreign toys flow into the town, but piles of local money flow directly out to pay for them. This is what experts call the balance of payments. Think of it like the town's communal wallet. It tracks whether more money is flowing into the town's pockets or leaking out to its neighbors. Because the citizens are buying so many imported goods, Meowville is losing more cash than it earns. The town is running a deficit, which means it is slowly losing its overall wealth to other nations. The high incomes from full employment have accidentally drained the town's communal wallet. Seeing the money leave, the mayor shifts strategies. He decides Meowville must grow its own industries instantly to replace those imports. He fast-tracks the building of massive new factories. The focus is purely on speed and making as many goods as possible to jumpstart the economy. Within weeks, the sky turns gray. The new factories dump waste straight into the river, turning the clean water into a toxic sludge. Many leaders use a grow now, clean up later approach, convincing themselves they can use the factory profits today to fix the environment tomorrow. But the damage hits the town's other businesses immediately. The toxic river kills the fish, destroying the livelihoods of all the citizens who rely on the water to survive. Look at this image of a plant sprouting from a pile of coins. It represents sustainable development. It's the idea that a town shouldn't just pile up cash today. It needs to protect the soil and the water so that the kittens of the future have the resources they need to thrive too. Chasing relentless growth often destroys the very natural capital, the clean air and water, that a society needs to survive in the long run. Sitting in his office, Mayor Whiskers finally realizes that the levers of the economy are all tied together. He sees the connection now. If he tries to stop prices from rising at all, he has to slow the whole town down, which means closing that yarn factory and putting people out of work. He finds a middle ground. He accepts a tiny, predictable rise in the cost of treats so that he doesn't have to fire half the town to keep prices flat. He also scales back the dirty factories and invests in cleaner power. The town's wealth grows a bit slower, but the river stays healthy enough for the next generation. If you were taking an exam on these big picture goals, what experts call macroeconomic aims, remember the mayor's struggle. You have to explain that every government choice is a trade-off based on what the town needs most right now. Successful management isn't about winning every category on a checklist. It's about finding the most stable, sustainable balance for the society you serve.